All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to my apostle and elders where Millstone, who teach very well while not this truth from, and sanitation out there to the hopeful elect who continue to push this word and our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And today, I'm just going to title this video, The President is Not the Answer, man. People think the answer to relief, Jake going through hell, is you just putting somebody up there for the next 4 years or for the next 8 years. The president is not the answer. It's Yahweh Shai, man. Because again, it's been centuries and decades, for the lack of better words, when Jake continued to trust in Esau and you see no results. For one good example is this guy Barack Obama. For the lack of better words, when this guy got into office, that Sam Cooke spirit, change gonna come. But no change really came. Actually, things got worse for Jake. Jake started to get shot down more. Jake started getting persecuted even more. But Barack Obama was supposed to be the savior. And that's what Jake do, man. Jake can look into anybody except the Holy One of Israel. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and start right here. Let's go to Isaiah. Before I play this video, man. Because these people that's running for president, these guys are not trying to help you. Actually, these people hate you, man. And you're going to see by the video I'm going to play. But let's get the precepts first. Isaiah 30, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." And the part of these people, or our people, especially the nation of Israel, adding sin to sin, is you keep on trusting the so-called white man. He showed you that he been your enemy, and you continue to basically fool yourself. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So Jake is continuing to be fooled by Esau instead of trusting on the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the power that brought us out of Egypt, man. Because a lot of Jake can't see the world continuing on without Esau. The only thing Jake know is Esau. Whether it be cell phones, NFL football, that gladiator bread and circus spirit, People want their spirit to continue on, and that's the reason why they cover themselves or wear the uniform of Esau. Let's continue on in verse 2. "That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And you think your strength is going to come from Kamala Harris, man, just because she was a so-called AKA, a Greek, so-called quote-unquote black Greek sorority. All of a sudden, then is a thing on Facebook when these end up saying, yeah, we for Camilla just because she's a so-called quote-unquote black woman, but she's not a good leader, man. Number one, look whose banner she coming under. She's coming under the banner of Joe Biden, and look at the production that he produced in the last 4 years. So let's go ahead and read this again. "That walk down to go into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." So you're strengthening yourselves in something that's weak and something that's feeble, man. Because America will never be great again. Verse 3, "Therefore the strength of Pharaoh," "Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, in the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion." So when this place go down, when it be the same result that it was when all hell started breaking loose even more, So just going back into the video of, for a lack of better words, people just trusting Esau and trusting in this wicked system, man. Because this guy and this woman, or this whore known as Babylon the Great, shows you time and time again that she is not for you. So I'm gonna play it.
I have friends like Eva Patterson. Okay, so I say with all love and warmth that part of the concern also for people who are progressive thinking and liberal-minded, or just
And what she mean by that, open-minded and liberal-minded, what she mean by that is the ones that are conform unto the world. Now, real quick, let's go ahead and get this in the book of Romans. This is the book of Romans 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good, acceptable, and perfect will of the Most High. And right now, let's go ahead and get this word conform. Because it says, don't be conformed unto the world, man. That word conform actually goes back into to conform oneself, i.e. one's mind and character to another's pattern. So they want you to pattern yourself after America. Actually, if you go into today's age, because this video was published a couple years ago, but when you go into today's age, these devils are trying to pattern you after wickedness. That's why they trying to get you to accept the LGXYZ. That's the reason why this devil continue to try to hold on to this wicked kingdom. And ultimately, that's why he's finna get ready to push forth draconian laws down the line. And this woman, Kamala Harris, she's known from in LA putting down a hammer on Jake, man. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and read this one more time. This time, I'm going to read it in the NIV, in the NLT, Salakia. It says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world. And a part of that behavior and custom of this world is that quote-unquote voting process. You know? Thinking that you're going to vote your savior in. No, man. Your savior is going to come back in the time appointed. Let's go ahead and continue on. It says, but let the Most High transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. So instead of having that Babylonian mindset, now you have that mindset of the East. Really the mind of Yahweh Shai. You know, it says, then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. And a part of the perfect and pleasing will of the Lord is the destruction of America and the destruction of everybody that's joined into America. It's written, don't hands on the hand, the wicked should not be unpunished. So let's go ahead and play a little bit more of this video. Salat.
It's progressive thinking in terms of just fix it, is that we all have these posters in our closet that is attached to a stick that we sometimes will card out. We're talking about criminal justice policy and those statistics that you first heard when we opened it up, incarceration. And we run around with these signs, build more schools, less jails. Build more schools, less jails. And we walk around everywhere, build more schools, we protest, build more schools, less jails. Put money into education, not prisons. There's a fundamental...
And showing you that this place is backwards. Shouldn't you want to build more schools? You know, what that boy Curtis Mayfield said, children are our future, you know? But at the same time, this woman, when you go into her history, she have a long history of persecution, man. You know, you might think on the outside, because we don't know, you know, it could be another motherfucker could be president. You know, it's like for a language, it could be another person. They could be the president. It can be Trump. And even if it is, I believe that this woman will bring down the hammer. Whoever get into office, the Lord got the spirit on it to happen, man. But when you go into this girl history, man, she have a history of freakism, but you go into the history of her being a lawyer and her, history in California, she's known to persecute, man. And her excuses, think she's going to mention it. Why I gotta lock my doors? She never been to the hood, man. You know, but I'm going to play a little bit of it.
Problem with that approach, in my opinion. And it's this. I agree with that conceptually, but you have not addressed the reason I have 3 padlocks on my front door. So part of the discussion about reform of criminal justice policy has to be an acknowledgement.
That's pretty much it on that, man. But at the same time, don't trust in Esau and don't trust in this wicked system, because the only thing he's going to give you is death. You know? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get one more, because if you trust in this, you're not going to prosper. Isaiah 31. This is the book of Isaiah 31 in verse 1. Whoa! Matter of fact, let's go into that word, whoa. Right there. You know, that should catch the eye. You know? Whoa. When you go into that word woe, alas, woe, woe, woe. Let me see. Yep, a passionate cry or grief or despair. Let me see what else it say. Crying. It's another word when you go into woe. It actually goes back into destruction. But yeah, read this again. It says, woe to them that go down into Egypt for help. Again, one of those words for woe is destruction. And then it also says weeping or desire, for lack of better words, man. Read this again. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not until the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh. And that's the mindset of these people. Even if they claim to be Christians, they might claim to be blessed and highly favored, they still looking towards this system. Because the main pushers of the politics in America is the church, man. Even a lot of these black pastors have got Kamala Harris back, man. Let's go ahead and continue on, though. It says, yet also he is wise and will bring evil and would not call back his words. So just because you trust in America, just because American military might look like something, they might have, you might have a lot of money, it don't mean that the will of the Lord is not going to be done. Let's continue on. It says, but will arouse against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. And a part of you helping working iniquity is you voting. Because a part of you voting, you're forwarding this wicked system, man. And ultimately, you don't want the reign of Yahweh to come. You vote for Trump. You want the reign of Trump. You want the reign of Biden. You want the reign of Kamala Harris. Or even Nick Saban is a Democratic candidate now, man. You want to vote for all these people, but you don't want the reign of Yahweh to happen, man. So that's why you're helping iniquity. Then let's say if you're a Democrat and I'm a Republican, all of a sudden we beefing, man. Showing you that Esau got these niggas in a trick bag. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get some of the bag up, showing you how Esau got these people in a trick bag. Because guess what? Even if you vote for Kamala Harris, Biden, the Democrats or the Republicans, these guys are under the same system, man. They work under the same beast. This is the book of Revelations 13. And I'm going ahead and get to the point. Please bear me, Akim. Yep, this is the book of Revelation 13, and I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. Now, those horns represents two powers, man. And those powers is the Democratic and the Republican. And back in the Roman Empire, they was called the plebeians and the patricians, But this how these devils do divide and conquer, because it's a part of the same beast. It's a part of the same system. Same thing today. The elites are ultimately going to do the final say-so. Read this again. It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. That dragon actually goes back into the draconian laws that these people are finna get ready to push forth. Because even when you go into Trump, he said he's going to bring back the guillotine, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it be more talks of concentration camps. The act of terrorism. Don't be surprised if all these words get thrown around, man. And it's ultimately going to be for this devil to try to forward his wicked kingdom. So let's go ahead and go back to Isaiah 31 in verse 3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High. So you can do all these things, Esau, but you would not add 1 second to your wicked rulership. It says, in the horse's flesh and not spirit when the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that hopeth shall fall, and they shall all fail together. So basically, when the Lord comes and take down his kingdom, bring all those other kingdoms under his feet, and let Yahweh shall rule, he's going to bring down everybody, man. The ones that even help. That's why even the Lord said, he that don't want him, roughly paraphrasing, if you don't want the Lord to rule, come hither and slay him before me, man. You know? And that's what's going on. These people do not want the return of Yahweh Shai to be upon the planet earth. That's why they're looking towards Kamala Harris and Trump and all these other people, instead of looking towards the Holy One in Israel. So yeah, I pray this video was edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostle elders, Great Millstone, and Shalom.